Okay, so this is the Fisher & Paykel 11 kilo active intelligent front loader washing machine. 4.5-star energy rating and 4.5-star water rating. So that is pretty good. As you can see, the energy consumption is based on using Cotton's manual Eco 40 Celsius program. And the water rating is based on an 11 kilo load. So that's excellent for that point of view. So the first step, power on. So this is just an overview of the settings and a couple of the features that I found really good and handy. So if we start with everyday cycle. So the everyday cycle on 11 kilo load, it can actually go for, it takes usually about 55 minutes to an hour. And you can do it on heavy or every day. Okay, designed for everyday items like t-shirts and trousers. Heavy, designed for heavily soiled durable items, for example waterproof items as well. Okay, next one, cottons. I haven't used this one very much, so it will depend on your load. The maximum load for cottons is 11 kilos. If you're doing towels, it's approximately 6 kilos. So the next one is delicates. I haven't used this setting very much either, but it's for lightly soiled items and the load size less than 4 kilos. So if you want to go hand wash, you can adjust that, and for a load less than 1 kilo. Let's go to sportswear next. So as you can see, designed for synthetics. I'll just go back to that so you can see. Ideal load size less than 2 kilos. Sportswear, designed for durable sportswear. Easy iron. So designed to minimize creasing in items. So you can get it to start later if you like, so then they're less likely to get creased. So easy iron to minimize creasing in items like your shirts. Quick load, I've used this a couple of times, less than 2 kilos of washing, just sort of like for everyday items, some pajamas or just a couple items that I might need to get washed quickly. The next one, and this, so it's 15 minutes or 30 minutes. So the 30 minutes, ideal load of 6 kilos or less. 15 minutes, ideal load of 2 kilos or less. So the bedding one I have used quite a lot. So generally this goes for about an hour and 45 minutes. You can check my other videos out when I've washed some waterproof things on bedding, and I always do it on bulky because I'm washing waterproof mattress protectors or just the bed pads or things like that. So you've got sheets, designed for washing sheets, duvet, doona covers, and pillowcase covers. And so when I do a lot of bulky bedding, I tend to adjust it down to 500 because it does become out of balance if I'm doing a lot, which I've got other videos to show you when it does become out of balance on what load I used, okay, when I pushed it a bit too far. The next is utility. So for example, if you're doing the washing and it does tell you, okay, your load's out of balance, and it tell you to go down to utility, and then you can just adjust it to either 500, or if you had it on 500, you just go to no spin. Okay, and utility, if we go back to utility, we can do the rinse there too, how you want it, and spin. From there you can start it from spin or keep going across, and this is where you do your drum clean. So I found out, so I didn't need to add anything to this. I don't use any fabric softener, so there's less build up of all the soap scum on your drum as well, but if you do use it, you still can. It just means you might get more soap scum build up, it says. And basically the drum clean is on manual, and it's done on the highest temperature that the machine actually creates the temperature of the water anyway. I never knew that, but you can actually connect a whole cold hose in and it controls the temperature of your water anyway. And that's how you, so drum clean is always set up onto that, and you don't need to add anything to clean it. Okay, so the next item I want to show you, so the hygiene rinse. So this is set on very high temperatures, so some items may not be suitable to be washed at very high temperatures, so that's when I have to just adjust the temperature. But I use hygiene rinse instead of my softener to actually do the hygiene part of it, as some of the clothes or the bedding cannot be washed on such high temperatures, that's all. The wool cycle, 58 minutes. Wool, 58 minutes. And also it will also come up with the less than 4 kilo load. Oops. So denim, 58 minutes, less than 3 kilos. And I'm just trying to adjust it to silk, 34 minutes, less than 1 kilo load size. Extra care, I like this. 1 to 4 items. You could choose some teddies or things like that, or soft toys. Sneakers, excellent, 1 pair. And synthetics, less than 4 kilos. And then our next option is this steam refresh option, designed for dry items to reduce odor and reduce any creases. So I did test this out once, but I only tested it out on items that were just washed and crinkly, so I didn't get a good test run done on it because the items I use always have to be ironed. So we go back to everyday. Generally, the everyday cycle lasts for about 55 minutes to an hour on a full load. So that's great. And once again, you have this nice button to add a garment. So what it does, when you press this, the water will lower until it is safe to open the door, and then it will click and you can open the door basically. So that's fantastic. I like all the bedding option as well. I use this quite a lot, and I often adjust it to 500 so I can get the most washed. And the next thing is the fabric softener and liquid detergent. So I've had this machine for probably a bit over 4 months now, and the fabric softener, I just use, like I said, I don't use fabric softener. I just put hygiene laundry rinse in there. So that's that. And adding liquid laundry detergent. So this one, I found it hasn't caused many suds, and it does say on the product safe for both front loaders and top loaders, but so that's great. I found the dosing really well. So basically this takes 1100 mils in there, and approximately we get about 26 washes, but this obviously depends on your load size every time and how dirty they are. Fabric softener, you can put about 540 mils in that and get about 16 washes, and obviously depending on load size and how dirty they are too. So I find the auto dosing excellent, adding the garment excellent, adjusting the balance, the spin cycle so it doesn't go out of balance, great. And I'm using this detergent at the moment. So I hope this video has helped you, and this is just in case you want a brief overview of the wash cycles, okay? I'll try and just go in for you so you can read it. And the wash cycles continued, because I often lose the manuals and they're very hard to